Hello, this is Tech Jadis, and this is my review on Dragon Ball Super Episode 94. Now, my reviews will mostly reflect the writing style of the episodes, comparing them to the past, where I would consider the writing to be pretty superior. After adding Broly lazily to the script, I feel compelled to go over the episodes with a fine-tooth comb to see if there's any hidden gems of really nice writing, or a bunch more lazy crap. Alright, episode 94 starts with Goku lying to his friends again, because, he's a liar. We've always known that Goku's just a big liar, and he lies about everything, and there he is doing it again, just lying to his friends, because the truth wouldn't do, even though he's already had this talk about how the truth would do. Suddenly, he's just right back to lying again. So now, we can go ahead and just label Goku as a liar. He is a liar. It's part of his character now. Good job, Super. And everybody's feelings are being trumped by Goku. He wants to resurrect Frieza. No, what everybody else wants is irrelevant. Goku wants to have a tournament. Goku wants to put the universe's whole existence in jeopardy. Goku wants Frieza to be resurrected. Therefore, Goku is going to get it. I'm not sure if that's ever been a trait I've ever been comfortable with Goku having. But then everybody just keeps putting up with it. Because it's no big deal. Because, what's the worst that could happen? The universe getting erased? Kitella and Sidra from Universes 4 and 9, respectively, are plotting against Universe 7. And that's good, because they should have some kind of rivalry against 7. Somebody should be doing something against 7. 7 apparently ticked off everybody back in the tournament, or the pre-tournament, and nothing really has happened from that since then. A cheap shot would be, good writing. Definitely you want something like that in there, just to show, we're not just all talk. But also, this is a good thing for us, because finally somebody's willing to stand up against Goku and not give him everything he wants. So, Universe 4 and 9, good on you. You're doing what's best for Universe 7. Thumbs up to you guys. Well, Master Roshi's the last person training. Everybody else seems to be relaxing. But he went to Korin's tower, and when I first saw this, I thought maybe he was going after the water, the divine water, maybe to get a little strength boost. Anything he could get, because, everybody else can muscle up against Super Saiyan Blue Goku. If he can't, then how is he supposed to, make headwaves in the tournament? But he's there with tactical ideas. He was trying ring-out techniques. Super smart. He's trying techniques that don't have anything to do with how strong you are. He can still ring you out with them, making himself actually effective. This is good on him. It's actually pretty good character development. But I think it would have been cool if he would have went after the Divine Water anyways, just to kind of go do another throwback. It is an option, and I don't think he's ever drinking it. I'm about 99.9% sure he hasn't. I think it could have done him some good. And now we have tension-filled meetings, which are pretty interesting. I'm guessing they're going for some character development moments, but I'm not 100% sure about this. We have a tension-filled meeting between 17, 18, and Krillin. It seems like brother and sister, even if they don't like each other, which apparently they don't because they've not seen each other in forever. 17 kind of refuses to go and have dinner with them when Krillin offers. So maybe they don't like each other, sure, so what? But they're brother and sister, they have issues that are unresolved, and they may only have a few hours left to exist, and they really have nothing to say to each other. They're just completely standoffish. I'm okay with that, sure, but it doesn't come across as good on my end, at least. It seems to me that people who are facing the end of their mortality, if they have anything they need to get off their chest, they should do it. But then again, there are children right there, because we need children, apparently. And speaking of children, they brought Trunks and Goten there because they have to pull them away from the main story. Whereas once upon a time, Trunks and Goten served to have a character arc that put them in direct conflict with our main villain and almost had them saving the day. Remember those days? Well, no, Trunks and Goten are cool because of those moments, but they don't get those moments anymore. They get a comedy kind of thing against Frieza when he came the first time, or when he got resurrected the first time. Otherwise, they're useless, completely and utterly useless, and having kids in Dragon Ball was cool because the kids in Dragon Ball were Krillin and Goku. They were important. They were the main story. That's why they were cool. They weren't cool because they were kids. Now, Trunks and Goten, I'm not sure. I mean, Trunks, I understand. He had his whole future Trunks arc. We kind of got to see what he could become. But Goten was we're just written in. We just need more Kid Goku. Everybody likes Kid Goku. No, that's not. No, that's looking at everything the wrong way. We liked Kid Goku because he was what he did. Goten does nothing. He could die in the next episode and I wouldn't shed a tear. It just means more time for people who matter, which is sad. I wish they'd do something with him. No, they refuse, so whatever. And then they allude to maybe giving them a side story. While a tournament that could decide the end of the existence for several universes is happening, they allude to maybe giving them an episode in the middle of that or something with poachers. I don't know. They've been pushing too much episodes and too much crap between what's happening in these episodes. We're quite literally living in Frieza time. And there's about 5 minutes left before the tournament starts. And then we get another tension-filled meeting between 17 and Piccolo, which is just completely ruined. The tension is built because of the past between 17 and Piccolo. There's not much past to it. It's basically just a really brutal brawl between the two. It was down and dirty. It was really cool. Quite possibly my favorite fight in all of Dragon Ball Z, and a lot of people share that opinion. This is where they try to prop up more feelings from the past. Remember 17 and Piccolo's last meeting? That was cool. Let's put them on the screen together, but there's no payoff to this. Just shake hands, whatever. I mean, you might say, oh yeah, well, long-term rivals, what would a meeting between those two look like? And then I'd say, well, you know what? Like 5 minutes later in this episode is a really good example. Frieza's back, to my dismay, but he does his meeting between him and Goku perfect. The writing for Frieza right here is great. This is how it's done. There is payoff. There is some kind of character development. And then Goku returns the favor. And at this point, they should probably get a room. But yeah, Frieza's being written very well here. The fisting between Goku and Frieza is interrupted by about 1,000 assassins. And Frieza introduces himself, and he hits the assassin in the shoulder, which I would think, that's kind of, lame. Why not go for a killing blow? But he was not actually aiming specifically at that assassin. He was also aiming for a shot that would cut Goku's cheek. Because, for whatever reason, even though I don't like Frieza being back, this is the one thing that Super is writing very well in this episode. And because Frieza is being the one thing that's carrying this episode, he gets to close it out with an actually really cool looking transformation scene. I gotta say, I don't like Frieza Gold. I mean, I don't like almost anything about Frieza anymore, but that looked pretty cool regardless of what transformation form he was going to take. That looked cool. And I would suggest, if you haven't watched the episode, watch the episode specifically just to see that ending. It was thumbs up, that ending, thumbs up from me. But the writing in this episode is completely up and down. Everybody still puts up with Goku's destructive behavior, and Goku's a liar, apparently. Those are two things. Kids that have nothing to do with anything and that are annoying, and either put them in the main story or write them out completely. But maybe if they died and spent some time in the afterlife, that'd be good. It'd be good for everybody. That we wouldn't have to worry about what they're doing, because who cares? Because it doesn't actually have any bearing on the story or plot or anybody's lives. And that's fine. Just don't waste our time with them, because who cares? Just shoving them into, giving them some stupid reason to go watch an island. You don't have to give us a reason to write them out of the story. Just write them out. I don't know. This episode has its ups and downs when it comes to writing. The animation was okay. It was pretty good. It was some choppiness here and there. Not very much action. I don't know. I'd give this episode, if I had to rate it like a scale of 1 to 5, I'd give it a 2. And that's mostly because Roshi's scene was pretty cool and the Frieza Goku stuff was pretty cool, but that was a very short moment in the story. Other than that, we're doing non-payoff scenes between tension-filled characters with kids and watching Goku lie to everybody. This has been Tech Jadis' episode 94 review. If you liked what you've seen here, then go ahead and give me a like, or subscribe down below if you want to see my next episode, or comment if you would like to carry on a conversation about what you've heard here. And thank you very much for watching.